Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for giving me I guess I'm supposed to introduce myself, huh? So David Barber.
Just your name, sir, that's all we need.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I just wanted to ask a couple questions. George Brown, there was in the paper about a task force or some type of community force you put together. Is it a safety street task force? I was just a little confused. Basically, I was just trying to see what that was and to see if we could implement that near these trouble areas. So I wanted to address that. So I'll let you go ahead and.
No, you just go with all your concerns and then we'll address them for you.
Okay. Well, there's different people. My second one is the task force is to see if you guys met since all the crime has taken place, and have you met with the owners of Sherman Hills to address what the mayor has said, and then it's to basically have armed guards there. If they do not implement that, have you forced that the city police be paid by them if they couldn't do their job of providing those armed guards? And basically, those are my two questions.
You want me to handle the safe streets?
If you don't mind,
Yeah. Right. Go ahead, George.
the Safe Street was actually a task force that was put together, and it's consisting, and Mayor, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's consisting of federal, state, county, and local police officers. And that was put together, I believe, under the guidance of the district attorney of South Memphis. And that task force has been in effect for a few years, and they are very effective, and we're very effective in targeting drugs and gang-related issues. So that's the task force, and I mentioned on the radio and in the newspaper.
Yeah, that's the one. Now, just real quick, not to interrupt you. You said they've been effective. What areas of what ward have they been effective? Because that's the reason why I'm asking that question, just to see if they're just maybe not out towards Sherman Hills on their vacation, but I wanted to see where. I'm just trying to find out where it is, because if that is really effective, is what you said, I wanted to see that be implemented, or either, as we would say, saturated, whatever you want to say on that. So that's why I'm asking.
Well, the history of it,
Do you have any more questions, sir? Because
Well, first he was actually answering us, so you're interrupting.
well, no, I can't have back. So you say everything you have to say, and anybody wants to comment.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
No, if you have any more.
No, those are the two, and I think he was only answering one, so we still have two to go. One more
I'm
to
going to
go.
refer it to the mayor, because he has a better history of the task force than I do.
We work in conjunction with the task force of the DA's office, the state police, the FBI, the sheriff's office, the AG's office, and the drug task force. They're out there doing saturation patrols. It's not like what you would think where you're going to see a big circus where the cameras are rolling and people are just going places. These are people who are actually out there arresting off people. They've been through Sherman Hills, and as I said in my press conference, and I said numerous times to the press, these individuals that are coming into the city that are creating and causing the violent crime are coming and going. They're not residents, they're visitors, and it's tenants that are letting these people come in to the apartment complexes that are causing the problems. Everybody last week, with the exception of the incident on Cary Avenue, was visiting. They were not residents of this community or even the county. They came in from out of state and out of the region. Our own police department, the tax squad that we've had implemented for many years now, has done a tremendous job. It consists of 4 individuals that devote their entire week of work to high crime areas. And I have the statistics, I just don't have them here, but they've taken, in the first quarter of the year, they've arrested many drug dealers. I believe 16 guns off the streets, served 19 warrants, taking that element off of the street. And as I said at the start of this, the people who are involved with these shootings, even back in 2013, are not the people that are living here. They're coming to visit the home. My complaint with the property owners, with the landlords, with the management, is that they're renting the people they shouldn't be renting to. Especially up at Sherman Hills. I met with the owner numerous times. I met with the other owner numerous times. I've been in constant contact with elected officials in Washington, in Harrisburg. I've been in contact with HUD at the regional office in Philadelphia many times. I have meetings down there. They have to watch who's coming to visit, because the other problem we're seeing too is the tenant that they're renting to is not the actual occupant. You may show up, you may sign the lease, and you never put your head down a pillow on that property. They're renting it to other people, and they're making money out of it. And we have evidence of that from the past ownership. Now, with that said, the safe streets, again, we're doing our saturation control, and I agree with this. This is not a dog and pony show. This is, our guys are going out and making actual arrests. They're taking the criminal element that are living there off the streets. We have to reduce the crime element of the people that are bringing the people from out of the area into our city. And I'm very proud of the job our officers have done, and I'm very happy with the cooperation and partnerships that we have gotten through all these other different law enforcement agencies that's helped us. The violent crime is actually up, but again, if you look at who was shooting, and you look at who's getting shot, they're not living here in the city. They're transit, they're coming and going. They could be here for 24 hours, or 72 hours, but they're gone.
I agree with that, Mayor. I just want to also say, for those drug dealers to make the kind of money they're making, it's the community that continues to buy those drugs. And we need to address that part. That saturated patrol is good, but I have sat there and got a haircut and saw people who usually was thinking we're scared of each other taking transactions in front of the barbershop. So I want to let you know, the community are buying the drugs, and those drug dealers cannot survive if those people weren't buying those drugs. There will be other places. So when we address, and you know, I don't want to go into law and order and all this, we also have to take the substance abuse problem too. And that's what we need to address. But I do appreciate it, Mayor. And thank you for your time. You didn't answer my task force question, but I'll relieve my time back.
We did not answer it.
No, you didn't answer basically the task force to find out if you guys have met and if you guys have taken ownership. What the mayor said was to have them have armed guards. If not, if we're allowing at least the police to be up there, let them pay for some of that as well.
Before you go, can you try it, Mr. Mayor, if you don't mind? As part of the task force, we've been up there. Also, Councilman Barrett and myself have been up there separately, meeting with the manager. We were stressing with them that we, and I'm speaking for Mr. Barrett, and myself feel that we do need the armed guards up there. We need the security guards. We need them at night. We need them when the people come in that shouldn't be there. We stressed that to the management.
But just real quick, and I'm sorry not to interrupt. I understand the stressing part, but is there any way we can give them a timeline? I mean, do we need 3 more bodies out there or 5 before we can get maybe?
It's hard to understand. They don't have to do that. They don't have to put these security guards there.
What do you mean? I thought that was part of the plan for them to come in. Am I confused about that?
They're not mandated to do that.
Wow, do we need to do something as council beforehand? Do we have to make a mandate? That's not where you want someone to play with their kids, and there's many kids up there. So I'm just trying to be truthful. We need to get it together here before you leave, before whoever is what. Let's do something, let's implement that, because those armed guards are definitely needed, because we don't need 3 of our officers shot before someone decide, maybe we should get somebody else.
I don't believe,
That is a
What do you don't believe? Go ahead, you were speaking.
I don't believe we can do that. That's a private property. We
No, I'm
cannot, we
sorry, I
cannot
just
make
want-
them,
David, please.
we cannot make them do this. It's private property.
Do you have any, okay, do she have any with the deal with Sherman Hills? I mean, when they bought it, did you read when they said what they were gonna implement? Mayor, could you, because I think you may need to listen to the mayor on
No,
this.
I'm on the task force.
Are you?
Yes, I
Because
am.
I asked when I spoke about that, so no one answered, but go ahead, Mayor.
The previous owners made a commitment, the previous owners sold it, and it was not relayed to the new owners. The new owners were dead here. And believe me, Mr. Brown was there, I don't know if Councilman.
You know what, that's what they always do.
Mr. Brown
It
was
switches
there.
names. If they didn't sell it, they just put a different name on it.
Property manager was there. And he knows my feelings towards that.
It's all they do is they put a different name on the property.
We got
They're
five.
not implemental.
We cannot make, it's a private residential community up there. They don't even have to allow, the police can get in there, they could stop me, they could stop you from going in there. It's a private residential apartment complex.
Again, Mayor, what I think is floodgates, because in order to receive the $100.
Yeah, we got 1 strikes going on in our neighborhoods, but they can't do it there.
So that 1 strike ordinance wouldn't even work for them neither.
One apartment, not the complex. You gotta remember something, you could be living up there, and you can be a good law-abiding resident, as we have them up there. It would not be fair to you if she's in there selling drugs and she causes a whole conflict. It's only for the apartment unit where the illegal activity is taking place.
So how can we fix this broken system, Mayor? And I'm not trying to be funny,
No,
I heard you.
listen, I'm as frustrated as you. I'm the one that gets the phone calls. I'm the one that gets the calls saying our SWAT team's going out to raid a house. That bothers me, worries me for their safety, worries me, as you said. We had one police officer shot up there. That was probably the worst call I got as the mayor.
It was in the high rise, I remember.
So I'm as concerned as anybody, because, listen, I have a lot of responsibility here, and we increased a lot of patrols up there. And again, our guys are arresting guys, they're taking people off the streets, but our problem is the people that are coming and going off of Interstate 80, 81, in and out of the city within hours, within a day after they've done their illegal activity.
Well, I'm gonna say this real quick, and this is my last one. I know Sherman Hills is in every Philadelphia, Harrisburg, York. There's a Sherman Hill somewhere. I know there's ways that we can sit here with council to either be able, and you, Mayor, to speak with these other cities to see what we need to do. So we don't sit there and say, hands off, there's nothing we can do. Because if not, you're just telling every drug dealer to come up in there, do what they need to do, and don't worry about the cops because it's nothing.
Because it's private.
Listen,
It's private.
They're gonna be gone in 2
we
hours.
did not ever say we're hands off up there. We're hands all over that place. And again, I'm the type of mayor in our police department, we don't promote what we're doing up there, but I will tell you this, they know we're up there.
Okay, thank you, Mayor.
I respect you guys. Thank you.